A brick is just a brick, but put enough of them together and you can create something extraordinary, something that stands the test of time. In 1924, on the corner of 10th and Washington, that was Golden High School. The building provided a safe place for students to learn. Far more than what was in their school books, they learned who they were. They defined what they were to become, and they created memories to last a lifetime.
My name is Arlene Munyon. I graduated from Golden High School in 1953. This was my boyfriend's letter sweater, which of course I confiscated. My husband graduated in 1954 and we were married in 1955. There's him alone and there's he and I at prom.
In 1956, Golden High School outgrew the building, so the high school moved out and Golden Junior High moved in.
I went to school here from 1961 to 1963. I remember this auditorium. It's basically the same, although it's got new paint and new covers on the seats. We all decided we wanted to do a musical, so we did Peter Pan on this stage.
Watch me now, here I go!
I was Peter Pan. Green tights, you know, it had to be horrible. I say, never smile at a crocodile. Never tip your hat and stop to talk a while. And so forth.
Decades of memories were shut in behind these walls when low enrollment forced the closure of the school in 1988. For several years, it sat empty.
Plaster starting to fall off the wall and pipes were leaking and the heating system had gone to heck and all that type of things.
Marv Kay was elected mayor of Golden the same year the school closed. He made it a mission to find someone to bring the building back to life.
I read an article basically in the Rocky Mountain News in the morning, and it said that the Mountaineering Center was signing a multiple lease and combining with American Alpine Club, and they're a big place in Lakewood. And it wasn't a done deal, it was awful close.
Mayor Kay convinced the clubs to come for a tour. Luckily, they saw past the old, dilapidated rooms and hallways, and instead saw potential.
Shortly after that, we sold it to them at small cost with some that they had to keep it historic.
The Golden Civic Foundation helped to finance the sale, which allowed the nonprofit clubs to use their funds for restoration.
They've really lived their word, stayed true to their word and the faith of the agreement.
But we've really been able to maintain our original vision of having the building be an incubation location and a home for nonprofits focused on the out of doors.
It's being used in lots of good ways, including things for the community. I appreciate that.
The outside of the building looks just the same as it did when it was built in the 20s. But the inside, well, that's a different story.
We're here in what was the school's gymnasium. It had, you know, a basketball court and bleachers that pulled out from the wall.
People go in that, of course, go into the old gym. They can still see the old gym, where the old gym was, but now it's a beautiful museum.
The American Mountaineering Center houses some for-profits, but mostly non-profits, all with the mission of preserving and properly using our great outdoors. It's once again a place of education. And guess what? The students are back.
Regional and local elementary school and junior high school kids who come here from school for programming. They might spend the morning in the museum, the afternoon in the library, some time on the climbing wall.
So you're going to want to pull that one out. Yep.
It looks scary.
It looks fun. I'm getting like the adrenaline rush.
Let's go up.
Go for it. Yep.
Oh gosh.
This building now houses a different kind of learning. It's a place for new experiences, possibly even the start of a fun new hobby.
Come on, Ashley. You're so close. Behind you.
The proof is kind of in the pudding. All you have to do is look at the parking lot out back, come by in the summer and see their summer camp programs with all the kids.
We see a future in which programs are operated out of this building They go out onto the public lands near here, into the Jefferson County open space, but also use the building as their home, as their launching pad.
I'm really proud of our community that's willing to step up financially and preserve something like this.
Here, at the intersection of the past and the future, preservation efforts continue, proving that all good things don't have to come to an end.
The front part is still Golden High School. The steps leading up is exactly what they were.
And I was on that staircase on November 22nd, 1963. It was the assassination of John Kennedy. And it's said that wherever you were when you learned of that event, you'll always remember that. And I do. I know exactly where I was standing on those stairs.
I don't think we had railings. We just ran up the steps. But thank goodness for railings at this point. We need them.
Restoring the stairs and adding accessibility is the next project. Because every stair, every brick.
Okay, this is my husband, James Munyon, better known as Jess. Myself, Arlene Corbin Munyon. My sister, Luann Corbin.
Every monument and every memory are worth preserving.
That there will be permanency, that I'm forever connected to the high school.
For me personally, just to be a part, it's a wonderful feeling.